Hold on. Lord, did she leave the stage? I think she left the stage. All right, we're gonna give her a minute. We're gonna give Randy a minute, and then we're gonna really start. But we are live streaming right now. Yep, we're on YouTube, so we're good. Let me make sure. I'm gonna go to the Vengeance page real fast. I'm gonna wait for her to get back in. Oh, that is the Vengeance page. What am I doing? Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. You look so excited.
I am.
She must have dropped off, or she must have got kicked. Blanche must have got kicked out. So guys, we are live again. My name is Dara. I am the host of the Vengeance Interview, promoting the TV show Vengeance is Mine, which was dropped on YouTube 1 week and 1 day ago today. The show has gotten amazing reviews, amazing views, and a host of followers on their YouTube channel. I am here today. We have two guests who are actually part of the supporting cast. One is Chris Bob, who is actually plays the role Sky, and also Blanche Myers, who plays Ma Green. Okay, so we're just waiting for Blanche to come back into the interview room. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk with Chris. Chris, thank you so much for coming today. I know this has to be an exciting role for you.
It is. I mean, when I was first asked about the role, I wasn't sure if I could even pull it off. I was like, I don't know. Well, let me think. But it turned out awesome, and I'm looking forward to the second season. So, yeah.
So, is your role going to be like a recurring role, or is it a casted role, a completely casted role?
The thing is, I'm unaware of my second role position yet. I know I'm going to be a part of the cast, like reoccurring, but I hope that I'm a part of like the full cast, and I can kind of come in and show my part in how I even fit in the movie itself, the show itself.
Right. Tell me about your role.
So I play Sky. And I'm Crank's right hand girl, basically. Nobody is really supposed to know about me or even come to my home. So in that role, I was basically angry at him because, like, not because he brought somebody shopping or whatever, but mostly because he brought somebody to my house and I'm very private. And in that role, I played that I didn't want anybody to know I got his money. Like, I was basically get his money and nobody would know that we even deal with each other.
Mm-hmm. So that particular scene, you have a boutique.
Yes.
At your house, right?
Yes.
And it's called Husky Chick.
Yeah, Husky Chick. Yes.
Husky Chick Boutique is actually the name of your actual boutique in real life.
Yes.
You have pieces. You cater to all women. Tell me about your business. Tell me about Husky Chick and the brand.
Well, I started Husky Chick about 10 years ago. Basically just sitting at the living room table, chatting about clothes. And, you start off with not knowing where I want to start something that I really like to do. Husky Chick was basically something, it started off as women being confident about themselves. Like, I wasn't big and I wasn't small, but, I was also like in between. And I felt like, I fluctuate just like any other woman. So I want a name that describes us all because, we all are like husky chicks in our own way. Like, it doesn't matter what size you are. You could be big even if you're small. You could be small even if you're big. It doesn't matter how that goes. So with Husky Chick starting my boutique, I wanted to bring clothes and items to all sizes. Like the thing is about women, like I said, we fluctuate, we change. And I wanted women to know you can wear anything and feel good about yourself. You can feel as confident as you want, no matter despite how the world looks at us. So I wanted to bring that to my boutique, not even just a boutique, but confidence too. Like even no matter how you look and how you are, we all as women can fix ourselves up to be looking good, feel good. That's what we do. We get up and we think, how can we look better? How can we, if I buy an outfit, is it going to look good on me? I think that judgmental part about having something and people looking at you different, I promote wearing whatever you want to wear, feeling good about it, because it ain't really about how other people feel, it's about how you feel about yourself. So starting my boutique, that was a really awesome experience because I've come across a lot of women and became great friends with a lot of women through
Mm-hmm.
my, like, not just actually meeting them, but through my store. So, believe it or not, I've learned that starting a store starts friendships and build relationships. And I've
Right.
become I've really got a chance to meet some wonderful people during the process. But starting Husky Chick was just something I decided to sit at my table. I had a few pieces, 3 or 4 pieces. I went from 3 or 4 pieces to over 300 pieces, and it just kept increasing. And it's just hard work because I do everything on my own. I'm an independent boutique owner, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
not franchised with anybody else, or nobody owns any part of my business. I'm 100% owner of the business, and it
Mm-hmm.
feels really good to build something on my own, like, without any help, because it is hard to market it. It is hard to, sell clothes. We're in the market. Everybody wants to kind of do the same things, but um, I'm grateful that I was even able to help other women who do the same things I do start their business. So it's
Absolutely.
bigger than we all do the same things, and we all can make money together, and it's amazing to see it. So yeah.
Yeah. Empowerment is something that's very important nowadays. Like back, I want to say back into the 90s up to now, females were literally tearing each other down like it was nobody's business, right?
Right.
And now it's like now people, women are like trying to find themselves, and they're still learning how to build each other up, but they're also still tearing each other down. Hopefully all women can be on one accord to build each other up. What are your thoughts on like how you have empowered people through that business?
Like I said, I'm more than just a store.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like as owning a store, I have a sense of commitment to women. I own a women's store. So to me, I feel like with that answer, I would just honestly say that giving back to women, being able to talk to them when they're going through things,
Mm-hmm.
even sometimes, like, I've been on my timeline, I've seen women thrive, lose weight, like even yourself. Like, I want to
Right.
commend you. Awesome. You look so good. And I remember your
Thank you.
journey. And with that journey, like, it's things like that, the smallest things to me that I pay attention to drive. And
Right.
sometimes I don't always, like, having a business is about making money, but with my business, I like to make sure that women feel good. So sometimes I'll get up and I'll say, I'm going to send them a dress because I want them to feel good. I want them to see how beautiful they are. And this dress might be a little bit more revealing. It might be something
And
that
you
now,
most certainly send
but
me a
give it
dress.
confidence. You're beautiful no matter how you dress and how you look. You are.
And I love that dress. And I remember as I dropped my weight, I said, I'm not putting on this dress until I get to the result that I wanted to be. And I remember letting Michael play hooky from school, and we took a picture in that dress downtown. I tell you, okay?
Oh,
We had just moved back to Hampton. Now you told me your role is Sky. You play your Crank's right hand girl, okay? Now
Right.
in your scene, Crank brings another chick to the house, right?
Right.
And you are hot like fire. Your character is
Right.
hot like fire, right? And
Right.
she's trying to compliment you, and you're like, you don't need to be in my house,
Right.
right?
Right.
So does God know the relationship between Crank and Jamaica?
That's the part that I'm telling you that you got to wait to the second season to find out. You
Okay.
have to find out that second season. Do she know about me? The thing is,
Mm-hmm.
she knows about me. She know I owns a store, but she doesn't know my total position with him. But so in that scene, she's
Right.
hearing exactly what's going on between us. So that's why I was so uptight. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, I wanted to stay so private that nobody knew about me. But bam, he brought her to my house. So now it's like, I'm thinking in the second season, not sure what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm thinking like um um how she is gonna carry this on the second season far as me. Because I
Mhm.
am this is the first time like she's coming to my home or if I've seen her. So I'm looking forward to the second season of getting to know that myself.
Okay. All right. So, we look forward to seeing the second season. I know it's very exciting. You did amazing, Scott. I like that outfit that you had on in the show, and I love how you guys are able to market Husky Chick on the show. So you come in around episode 5 or 6,
It's
6,
episode,
and so yep. And we're gonna hear more now. Where was that scene shot at?
it was actually filmed in my home.
Okay, that was in your home. Okay. So I
Yes.
was like, oh, look at them. They got the setup and everything. And they in the, and I didn't know if they were in your home or where, or studio. But that was very brilliant. And I'm hoping that the viewers can catch on to saying, hey, this is a Black owned, women owned business and this is real. We need to go ahead and support it. And anyone that's watching this needs to go ahead and support Husky Chick Boutique. Um, and shop because I need to shop myself. So
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate her giving me that opportunity in the show. I I think as a small business owner, it really made me feel like, you know, uh, I felt cared about as a business.
mhm.
I didn't feel looked past. When you're running a small business by yourself, I've never tried to back bigger than what I am or try to be this now. I'm just being myself, cold hearted, right? But you know,
Right.
I feel so blessed to have her include my business because it was almost like the marketing part. It was like, you're giving me opportunity to spread my business. And I was glad that I got to film at home also because it's actually real. It's not made up, A lot of times when you're looking at something is made up. A lot of things we do, even playing in scenes, it's real life for us. You know what I mean? This is how
Yeah.
we live, but our business, this is how we run our business. And so having that opportunity to be able to market that was amazing for me. And I want to thank Chatara for that and her mama Nika, everybody. But they were actually awesome. And I didn't expect, like I said, it was like a coincidence when she just asked me. I was thinking to myself, like, can I do this?
Mhm.
Started thinking,
Yeah.
yeah, honey, yes, I got this. And she gives you that boost of confidence. That's the thing about Chatara and working with that crew immediately the bond was so like this immediately because they encourage you to be better. They already encourage you who you are
Mhm.
and how powerful you are. And that is just amazing. It made me want to play my part even more harder because I was like, I can't let her down. I can't let this role or this part down because look at this amazing opportunity she's given me and how she's encouraging us and telling us you got this and you're a millionaire. I mean, some people don't realize how that is so encouraging to your life,
Mhm.
especially with business, because every day we want to make it. We want to be successful in something. So it was really good to work with that crew because they were amazing to work with. Like, I'm so glad I got a chance to work with them. And I'm looking forward to moving on and working with them again and seeing them because it was really awesome for
Right.
everybody.
I look forward to seeing you in season 2 because I know you're going to do. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the script yet, but I know there's going to be some twists, some turns, some excitement, some drama coming in season 2.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sure. It is because season one definitely will have you when you start off. You're like, what's gonna happen next? So just
Mhm.
that excitement of knowing or wanting to know what happens next is more exciting when you're actually playing the role because now you're like, okay, now I'm going to show them who I am, and
Mhm.
it's going to be exciting. I'm really, really, really excited about the second season. Um, I think everybody did an amazing job in season one. It kind of when I looked at the movie because I never got a chance to look at it until
Mhm.
it Friday. I didn't want to cheat Thursday night. I said, no, I want to wait till Friday morning and have
Yeah.
a little party with everybody. So, we can look at it as friends and family to share the
Mhm.
experience.
What
Um,
has what has your feedback from your family been like?
oh, they have loved it. They love it. Everybody keeps asking me, so what you gonna do next? And it's funny because everybody wants to know how everybody's role is gonna be next. Like, okay, what happened with such and such and such? What happened with, because it leaves the suspense in the end.
Right, and there's a lot of suspense throughout the show.
Right.
What do you hope the viewers get from the show, and what are some messages that you pulled from the show?
Uh I actually got from the show, believe it or not, I got a lot of realness,
Okay.
reality. Um,
Mhm.
we play these roles, but a lot of us have been through real life situations like this,
Mhm.
and I think that's where people need to understand that even though we're playing these roles in real life, we have actually had to live some of these things out. So looking at the movie, the show gave me more of a reality how life is. It really is like this. Like situations happen and you get involved and you don't even know what's going on. Real life. So it gave me more of a reality. And I was like, okay, now that I got this part, now the next part, it's all reality, the whole show of things that happen every day,
Mhm.
situations, anger, being mad at the other girl or not knowing somebody, trying to stay away from it. It's all reality. So that's what I really got out the show pretty much.
Okay. Awesome. So now I'm also gonna also have Blanche Myers on screen as well. She plays my green. Thank you so much for joining me, Blanche.
Hello, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey,
We're
how are
great.
you?
I'm sorry for inconvenience, but my internet was messing up, so I had to go out and come back in. But now I'm back.
It's perfectly okay. So I'm excited that you're up here too. So thank you for joining me. Tell
Thank
me
you
about
also.
welcome. Tell me about your character, Ma Green.
Okay, me, I'm Ma Green, and I'm Tasha Cross' mother in the movie. Finish This
Mhm.
Man. I learned a lot myself. We didn't get that far yet, but I'm Ma Green, Tasha Cross' mama. And Benji is my grandson. Benji is my grandson. Max is my grandson, and
Mhm.
he gets killed off on the show. So that was very emotional to me. Really, actually, in real life,
Mhm.
I went through something with my grandson. I ain't gonna go through all that. He didn't get killed, but he's a young age when he passed. So that part right there, see him get killed off on the show and stuff like that. It was like bringing little memories back to my grandson. Like he was really my grandson in the movie.
Mhm.
Um, and then with you go ask the next question. I don't want to go too far ahead of you, so you can
Mhm.
ask me the next question you want to ask me next before I go too
Oh,
far ahead of you.
I'm sorry
keep
that say I apologize and send my condolences regarding what happened with your grandson. I just wanted to say that because I definitely know how I feel when we lose somebody and situations, will make us just think about what happened. So I'm
Mhm.
prayers up for you.
yeah. So would you say like some parts of the storyline and of the show, like was being able to act it out and see the story unfold was? Do you think it was there? Did it help you cope with the loss of your grandson? And that's Nashawn, right? Who's
Yeah.
also my godson. So
Mhm.
that was like one of the most devastating moments of every at that time. How do you think that has helped you cope with that situation?
Well, that's kind of hard to say, really. Actually,
Mhm. Right.
um, I didn't even know that. Actually, that at the time, I didn't even actually know anything for this him getting killed. In the scene. But like I said, my grandson did killed. He lost his life at a young age, so brain aneurysm.
Right.
So I want people to get
Right.
rectified that it's not the same situation, but just being me playing Mark Green as him being my grandson Max, it was like what some things back to me. But it didn't, it's not making me sad or making me, frustrated, anything like that. It just, brought a little memories back, my grandson playing a role as my grandson getting killed in the movie.
Right.
So I hope I don't know.
And you okay. Ma Green pretty much is like Tasha Cross's protector. She's
Right.
also
Yes.
one of the like main members of the church. Ex-
Right.
how would you relate Ma Green relationship with Tasha to your own children?
Oh, it's great. I feel like as playing Margarine as being Tasha's mother, me and her
Mm-hmm.
connected real well, real good.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned some things from her, and she learned some things from me. And I had to make sure that in the movie, as I'm doing my scene, I have to make sure that I'm talking to her as Margarine. I have to make sure the same I talk to my kids in real life, I have to lead that on to
Mm-hmm.
her too in the scene. I had to be
Right.
serious, and in real life, when y'all see me with the deacon and fussing at him, watch your mouth. That's how about
Mm-hmm.
my kids in real life. So
Right.
my daughter say, "Mom, you be looking mean on your scenes," but I had to carry that character because I won't play it. I'm a church lady in the movie, but I still won't play it. You know what I'm saying? Come to my
Right.
children, my grandkids, I had to have that real student on my face.
Mm-hmm.
So hope I'm getting the right answers to y'all though.
Oh no, you everything is great. Now there's one scene near the end of the show where the character is his name is Kenny. He
Hmm.
comes in, he goes off on Benji and pulls out a
Right.
gun. Tasha is drunk, but she quickly sobers up when that happens. And in that scene, Ma Green is making sure Kenny's okay and is like forgetting Benji. But near the end, Ma Green calls the mental health facility on Kenny. What was that like?
Okay. Well, actually, Margarine role, like I said, is like me in real life. When
Uh-huh.
Margarine helped Kenny out because I didn't want my grandson to get in trouble. Margarine didn't
Mm-hmm.
want her grandson to get in trouble, so she was going to make sure that she protected Kenny. But at the end of the day, once
Mm-hmm.
Margarine realized that Benji was okay, I had to protect my grandson, which is Benji. So I had to call him, but Margarine
Mm-hmm.
had to call the facility on Kenny because at the next point, we don't know what he gonna do. He could have been
Right.
stabilized at the point, and then Mom Green, like, well, you know what? He's still in my daughter's house. Let's get him up out of here and make sure he is okay, because he's not gonna go off on Mom Green. Mom Green wasn't gonna have that. I don't think she was gonna have that. So
Right.
Mom
Because
Green was protecting her daughter's house, and yeah,
That
he
was my
even
favorite.
made the get lost his mind.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We didn't make sure he was. Mom Green didn't make sure he was put in the facility to get out Tasha's house, because we didn't want no more drama with him right at the time. Even though he may have been
Right.
y'all cousins, but you never know his state of mind either.
I like that part. That was like one of my favorite parts when they came and get him and you shut the door like like
Yeah. And you told me you the one need some help, Marguerite. And I was like, and I was making sure when the people came, Marguerite was backing up because she didn't want to get hurt. Marguerite's a Latina lady in the show, and she didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to get hurt, so she was backing up to protect herself also. Mhm.
Right. Yeah. So now both. This is a question for both of you. What was it like to work with Shatoya?
Okay, I'm gonna answer that. It was very good to work with Mike. Well, she's my granddaughter. Some of y'all do know, some of y'all don't know. But Shatoya's my granddaughter, and it was a blessing to be able to work with her. And like I said, growing up, when Shatoya was growing up, I had her a lot, and I knew that God had something very special for her growing up as a Latina girl, not knowing what her mission was going to be. But now I see that she's throwing out, doing her movies and doing her books and stuff like that. And I know what her mission was in life now. And it has been Shatoya's a sweetie. Not telling y'all just because she's my granddaughter, but she's a sweetheart to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
She take downfalls from people, negativity from people, but she let her faith keep her going. She bypass all of that, and she just keep it moving. But she's a sweetie though. She does get away with a lot of stuff sometimes. Like I told her, even though like being late sometimes, and I tell her, I said, even though you can't let everybody be late all the time because if they were Tyler Perry on these
Mm-hmm.
real live movies, they ain't gonna have it. So you gotta give them breaks a little bit, but not breaks all the time. You got to
Yeah.
stay on point with your cast members. And they got to reconsider too that they are your cast members and consider you too because you gave them a role in your movie.
Right. And Shatoya does not play with time. I've learned that over the last couple of weeks. That time is like if you're not on time or if you don't give a communicate if you have timing issues, it's really it's like you knew what was going on, and if you ain't here, tough, we're gonna figure it out from there, right?
Mhm.
right.
And I think that's very important to hold an organization together, and this is to pretty much has become an organization because you guys are going to be working together for a while, telling a story to the world.
Right. Absolutely. And with that being said, um, Chatora is awesome to work with. I think you got to be like a lucky to even work with a person like her. We don't come across good people a lot in the world today, especially, with a lot, it's a lot of con artists out here, people getting over, telling you anything. So when you're able to work with somebody like Chatora, she is like I said, she's amazing. She's encouraging. She's calm. And it's really good to work with people that can understand that you're new to something. She doesn't get frustrated. And that was something that was really, really, really grasped me, that how considerate she was. We could do this over. It's okay. You know, um, just having her just be herself. Like her grandmother said, uh, this is like my first time kind of like being with her as far as like filming or being, hanging out or kind of like getting together with the cast. And I haven't had one bad experience. Every experience I have with her, it makes me want to get closer to her because I respect her as a businesswoman. I respect her as a woman, period. And seeing her climb and come as far as she's come, it's amazing. I commend her, and I am excited to work with her again. And anybody coming in is going to work with her is going to say the same story. Her stories are never going to change because she is not pretending who she is. You
Right.
know, felt the love is felt from the beginning. The the encouragement is felt from the beginning, and the fact that she is just uh, patient. It,
Yeah.
it it takes all of us places, because like they say, it doesn't just take you. Sometimes it takes a village, and having a leader, somebody she's accomplishing something she wants to do, but she's also building us all up at the same time.
Right. Hmm.
So
Right.
that by itself speaks numbers. It speaks numbers, and I wish Tutora so much good luck, and I'm hoping she include me in her projects because I love working with her, and her crew. Like I want to,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to everybody. She is amazing, but she has an incredible executive producer, producers, everybody that has put forth the effort with this has been amazing. I haven't had one bad experience. I haven't felt funny because as women, you'd be like, nothing but love. And I know going forward, it's going to be more awesome. Like she said, her first project, for something she wanted to do, she did
Right.
amazing. So second series, I know it's going to be even better. So I'm looking forward to working with her. I'm excited for going forward, and I love that I have an opportunity to work with her.
Awesome. 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 Now, my next question, Blanche.
Hmm.
Shatoya is not only a talented, not is not your only grandchild that has talent, right?
Right.
All
That's
your
correct.
talent. Tell me about their talent, but also tell me how have you and their parents encouraged them to craft that talent and to show that talent to the world?
Okay. Well, me and Anika, her mother, when she was coming out with the movie, and also, like I said, with her books, I always tell my children, I always tell my grandkids, not only them, but everybody I come in contact, even myself. It ain't nothing in this world you can't do unless if you don't put your mind to it. But once you put your mind to something you want to do, you can do it. You can accomplish your dreams
Mm-hmm.
and put your mind to it. And Shatoya really put her mind and thoughts into it, because this is something she really, really wanted to do. She wanted to show us that, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm accomplishing my mission because my grandma waiting to see me, my mother waiting to see me, my stepfather, turns, and my brothers and sisters waiting to see me. And they already knew that she was going to be an awesome woman when she started from the beginning. We never doubted her, never
Right.
doubted her. And for this, her Crank, which is my grandson, Rick Ron, he plays Crank. And Raekwon always want to be Biggie Papa. So I knew he was
Mm-hmm.
gonna be good. He always running around the house, Biggie Papa, and saying, Biggie songs and stuff. So I know he
Mm-hmm.
was gonna be good in the movie also. And he was ready. He was ready. He liked fire. And with Shatara, she got a lot of talent too. I mean, fashion, pocketbooks, everything. They got so much talent, and I thank God for it. Because without
Right.
him, could nothing be done. So
Exactly.
yeah, I gotta give him the praise. Other than me and her family, I give God the praise and the glory. And I want to say something. I'm gonna step across your feet, like you were saying. It has been a pleasure to work with everybody. I'm basically maybe one of the oldest cast members, but everybody gave me respect. They were so cool. I was cool with them. I
Mhm.
laughed with them. I joked with them because that's what I do with my own kids. Have fun with them. And I gained so much respect from them. And they just fell in love with me. And I fell in love with them. Everybody. I love every cast member. Quite a few of my I did get a chance to meet, but I love y'all also. And I thank everybody that opened up their homes and that heard video from their homes. That was so, so sweet because they didn't have to do it. But, with the kind hearts they got, and they knew they had somewhere to go with this movie. So I thank each and every one of y'all for that also. I really do from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. And Mom Green, she waiting to see what's next for her, more fire for her next scene. Because I don't know what they got for me next, but I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be on fire. I'm gonna be on fire what I am now.
Now
Yeah.
Ray plays Crank.
Yes,
Okay.
Crank.
Now Crank, what how would you what do you think what did you think of his performance?
I think he did an excellent job. He did it not because, like I said again, not because he's my grandson, but he did an excellent job. He knew his roles. He played them real well. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was on point. I think
Right.
he did better than Grandma. He was on point. He did. He was on point. I mean, he did an excellent, excellent job. And the face expressions he had to have for when he had to choke, choke Pete and all them. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
won't no laugh, no joke. He was serious. He played
Yeah.
Crank. He can be
Yeah,
Crank. Yeah, he played Crank. He played that role. He really did. Hmm.
Mhm.
yeah,
Um,
he did.
what was I going to ask? Lord, I lost my train of thought that quick. Out of all of the characters, who would you say was your favorite character? Between, I'm asking both of you guys this question. Who do you think your favorite
Well,
character, best character was?
Actually,
I all of them to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna choose on nobody because everybody did an awesome job. I mean, I know you're gonna ask, probably answer that question, but I don't have no favorite. They all my favorite. They all
Right.
my favorite.
I think you know what. To be honest with you, everybody did good. But I'm gonna be honest. Who shocked me? I'm not gonna say my. I ain't gonna say because everybody my favorite too. But who shocked me was uh, what's her name? She played the girl that was beefing. Like started the whole thing. She was like the messy one.
E was
But
Mary
E
Jane.
was E Mary. I mean Mary Jane. Mary Jane. I'm sorry, Mary Jane. Yeah, Mary Jane.
I really liked her part because she threw me. I didn't. Okay, sit down.
Yeah.
I didn't expect. I didn't expect her to be the mess because when you start off, you don't just expect it. So
Mhm.
she really, even though I love everybody part, she really
Mhm.
like, she's messy, and it made me excited when I seen her to know like, okay, why is she messy? Why is she doing all this? You know.
Mhm.
So she really shocked me. I really liked her part a lot, but everybody did an amazing job. So you can't just choose one person neither. That's the thing about that's the thing about having favorites because everybody did a good job. Like I said, to be the first time filming for a lot of people, most people don't even do that well. So it was almost like everybody. It was like seeing the talent come out of people that you didn't even know they have. You don't even know you have, and so you actually see.
Right.
So I think honestly, it's like even they saying they have an award show thing or whatever. I was like, well, truth is, everybody did an amazing job. Everybody did an amazing job. So I think it's fair to the public what they think about it and go from there. Because as a cast member, I do say that everybody was kind of my favorite. Her role just had me shocked because I didn't expect for her to be
Mhm.
that messy in it. So when I seen her role, I was like, oh wow, this is what she doing. But I loved how she played it. And that was really cool how she came in and played that role.
I'm gonna say one
Yeah.
thing too. What is it? Post-traumatic stress. You know, we all really actually have PTSD because everyday life living it causes stress on us.
Yeah.
So people are like, I ain't no got no post traumatic stress, but stress is just everyday living in life. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
we that part too with Benji, being in the military all that long time and coming back home and affected him. That is what it actually in real life. When you in the military, come back, you see so much stuff. And he was there for 10 years. So when he got back home, it's just his mind just all over the place. So like I just say that was good. I had just went to a seminar that Thursday before the movie came out that Friday, and we was talking about post-traumatic stress, not even knowing that Benji was going through that because I never seen his script, had the movie hadn't came out yet. But just gotta keep in mind that we all struggle with stress every day of our life, which we think we don't sometimes, but we actually do. Might not admit it, or feel like you don't. Going to work on your jobs, battling everyday life is stress. That's all what post traumatic stress is. It's just everyday living, actually.
And I actually
Right. A
like
lot.
that awareness. I had an ex-boyfriend that was in the military who really suffered from PTSD really bad.
Mhm.
So, when you were with somebody who experienced something like that, I'm telling you, it brought so much reality. When that show, I'd never seen this part either until it actually came out.
Mhm.
But when it
Right.
did, it was like, this is some real stuff that really happens. Like I've experienced this. I've lived this. Like this is not made up. You know what I mean? This is real life. And like she said, it is true. We all suffer some type of PTSD from something in our lives, period.
Mhm.
Right. And PTSD, not only not specifically to post traumatic stress disorder, but any type of mental illness is something that is people are really starting the conversation these days on what causes it, the trauma, how to treat it, how to cope with it, how it affects other people. And I noticed in throughout this show that, I mean, even though some people may not see it in the show, it's talked about.
Absolutely. It should be. Mental health is something that for so many years people were ashamed of. People didn't have outlets, but now we have so many outlets where people can get the help they need. And even myself, before I've been through mental health services, not because I'm crazy, not because,
Mhm.
because I've been through real life situations, things happen and it affects us later. Sometimes we don't realize what really affects us until later. So I've had a counselor myself. Like I said, I've never been on meds or anything like that. And even if I was, I would be proud that I got the help I needed if I needed the help. And I need a lot of people to understand it's okay to reach out and get help if you need it. It's okay to talk to somebody if you're down. It's okay to, we don't have good thoughts all the time. And that's what makes us humans. And that's what makes us, real and honest. But it's about being able to talk to somebody, like I said, and being able to be open and free about how you feel and moving forward. You can't do it alone. So mental health is something that everyone needs a outlet. It's called having an outlet. And I encourage anyone who needs an outlet to get the counseling services they need. We can get them everywhere. They're everywhere. Especially our soldiers, they come home and a lot of them are ignored. That's something I would love to see. Uh, I would love to see the VA health system or even the federal system take it more serious about our veterans coming
Right.
home. And they have awareness, they have counselors, they have programs, but a lot of times, there's a lot of this is ignored. They're looking at it like, okay, we'll treat them for a second and they're fine. Just let them
Mhm.
off in the world. But I don't think they understand that affects us in the world because we have to live with them in the world. So mental
Mm-hmm.
health is something that's serious. I think nobody should be ashamed about how they feel. Even if you
Right.
feel down, it's okay to reach out to a person. You got to find somebody you trust. And if you don't trust, get a counselor. And
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I just encourage that. And it's okay. I just want people to know that it is okay. You don't have to feel ashamed or feel like, oh, I'm embarrassed because I felt that way before. And that's why I keep reiterating that because I was in that situation where I felt like, oh, I don't want to say anything. When you're the person that has to hold everything down, you're the strong one. So a lot of times people don't understand that when you do get weak, they don't understand that part of you because they're not used to you being weak. So you're holding
Mm-hmm.
on to stay strong and it's affecting you. And it doesn't affect anything, but your physical will be fine and all that. Outside is never going to make up for the mental. And so when you
Right.
hold all those things in, and you just explode, not even on anybody else, on your, you become this self-guilt, the self blame. What could I do different? Is it my fault? Could I have it? That's all a start of mental health situation. You just don't realize it. So, like I said, having that help is so important to yourself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's for others around you to be aware that you need help. And reaching out is something that a lot of people have pride. They're scared to do that or they don't want to say anything. And to me, I feel like the best freedom that you have is being able to take care of yourself. And mental health is going to start first before anything else, before your body, before your anything. And I say that even with my store, that's my big thing. No matter what, if I have a store, I could sell you any outfit I have, and you could be beautiful. But how do you feel inside? Because
Yeah.
that is the ultimate feeling. When you feel good inside, I don't care what size you are, what you're doing. You are beautiful all the way around because you're free. And it's a
Exactly.
difference. And I'm just going through something, and this about it, but I'm just saying, I really encourage people get the help if you need it. And I'm also free to women too. I always tell people if you need to talk, call me. It's okay. Like, sometimes I need people to call. Doesn't mean I have to know you very well. Sometimes we do better with strangers than we absolutely do with people close to us to be able to talk. Not saying that they don't understand, but most of the time, a person that don't know you as well as a person know you can listen to you more without an opinion. So sometimes we just all need that vent system, and it's important to have it. It's important to have it. It keeps you mentally free. It breaks you through from any type of feelings you have about yourself or others. You just feel free to feel good, and
Mm-hmm.
it's all to do that, especially as women, encouraging, loving each other, giving each other compliments. You know, even if something not right, help. We don't have to down each other. We can help each other through things.
Exactly.
You know,
And a
so
lot
I'm
of
big
people,
on that, hoping going forward that my business represents that all the way going forward and back. I'm looking forward to that, and I want to encourage women to keep being beautiful. Just keep being
yes,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes. Blanche,
Yes.
this is I have to definitely ask you. Okay. You grew up now. Some of these scenes were shot in a neighborhood that you and I are actually in. You grew up in a neighborhood. I grew up in this neighborhood. You guys were very close to my father. That's how I know you guys. Now, when I see certain parts that are shot, I'll give you one in particular. When Kenny gets kidnapped, right?
Mhm.
That's on the first block of where my father grew up at, in that block. So when I watch that, I see my family. I see my great grandma Gertrude. I see my grandma Mary. How does it feel to be able to shoot something in an area where you created the majority of your memories?
Wow.
Oh, it was a blessing. Once I started seeing the film, I seen different people houses in the neighborhood, and they call this the hood. But regardless of what they call this, we still in this neighborhood, everybody is still very welcome to each other. It's no
Mm-hmm.
animosity in the neighborhood with nobody. We all still get along and stuff like that. And it's a blessing to be able to start from your own hometown, because a lot of these scenes where it was a film, Chatoya and them actually grew up in this neighborhood. It was a lot of them was at, like Daryl's daddy's house on the next corner, and my home, and her Chatoya grandmother's great grandmother's house, all in this same neighborhood. So I wish my mother was here to see this, but she can watch down on it. She can see it. She did a lot of filming in her own hometown, actually, where she was raised up, her and her mother, and Raquan, we're crank on the move. I gotta move a little bit because my grandson, I gotta move a little for a minute. Excuse me, y'all. I don't want nobody for a minute. Okay. So it was a blessing to be able to film in her own neighborhood, and I know she was proud to be able to do that also. And a lot of people from the neighborhood has been watching the movie, and they enjoying it too. They so proud that somebody in the VA, Hampton, Virginia, then came out and they made a movie in the VA in what they call the hood, and they are so happy. I mean, I have guys come down the street and show them the movie. They're like, Miss Rand, for real. I said, yeah, look at this. This is our neighborhood. This
Right,
is
right.
our neighborhood. And
Yeah,
it's a blessing to me. I never thought I would see nobody do that from happen right in this neighborhood. But my I say God did that. He brought that to her vision and her mission to do this from her neighborhood. Some of the scenes where she was actually raised up, her and Crank, in Chatoya. all of them.
Mhm.
And my son is Ace, if y'all don't know. That's Ace Cool in the movie. He played the
Right.
same with Eve, and he doing a good thing, him and Eve. But I love them. They, I mean, I tell y'all doing everybody doing a fantastic job.
Yes.
It's just, it makes me want to cry because I'm so happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just what Latoya, but all of us that started when she first called me on the phone. She said, "Grandma, I got a movie coming out. I want you to play Marguerite." I'm like, Marguerite, I might, that me being, oh, I say, I might miss my lines because I talk fast, right? So I had to learn how to
Mhm.
talk, slow my talking down. And I remember Pastor Cross. He told me, he said, just slow your talking down a little bit. But by me talking fast was hard for me to slow my talking down. But eventually, then another thing, y'all, I lost my dentures. And I don't care who see this, because this is what we're gonna do when we do videos. I put my dentures on when I first started filming, and I couldn't get my word. I was like, I said, okay, now, what I'm gonna do, I'm taking these things out because I'm gonna get this movie done right. But that was another issue. Then at the process of me starting, my lines and stuff, my film and stuff, my old man took sick. So we were talking about mental health, I mean mental stress and stuff. It was, I mean, it took a toll on me. It took
Yeah.
a toll on me trying to be with him and do my filming. But with the cast and crew, all of y'all listened to me. Y'all heard me out. Y'all said, Grandma Green, I mean, well, I'm gonna say, Grandma Green, you got this. And y'all just helped me too, but that also. So I thank y'all for that also, because that was a lot on me. And to the day he passed. And I remember, I'm gonna tell this part, I know that the other time. I remember it was time for me to do the board meeting. My Green was to do the board meeting.
Mhm.
And I kept saying, I can't do it, I can't do it. And Pastor Cross, when he came in, he hugged me. He didn't know that he had actually passed at the time. He said, you can do this, you can do this. He said, you can do it. I kept saying, no, I can't. And I remember when he was living, he kept calling me Miss Movie Star. So I said, I got to do this for him, because if I'm Miss Movie Star, I can't let him down. So, with all of that, been in the hospital those 3 months during Christmas and through New Year's and all that with him, it really helped me to go ahead and proceed and go ahead and do my part as playing Ma Green. So, I had to get off my chest too, because I mean, if I said everybody's stressed. So that's why I'm telling y'all about what I was saying about everybody's stressed at some time and things in life. Because post-traumatic stress is dealing with death too. That's stress too.
Yeah.
So you all
Well,
just keep each other encouraged. Keep each other encouraged and lift each other up. Yeah.
you did an awesome job, because I didn't know that a lot of that was occurring. Like I said, I'm a little bit, afterwards, but you did an amazing job.
Hmm.
And your acting role would have never reflected what you was going through, because you did that. You really did. Like I would have never thought. And another thing is, I want to say, it's a privilege to be able to be in the movie, because I am born and raised in Hampton, Virginia. So to be
Hmm.
able to see my city, the city I was raised in, I ran the streets in Hampton everywhere, and to be a part of that, it's a grateful thing, because it's the city I was born and raised in.
Right.
That's the thing that's amazing to be a part of because of that.
Where did you grow up in Hampton?
I grew up actually in the Powelltown Parkway, like Shell Road area. So
Okay.
we grew up. When I was younger, we lived on Kickertown Road. Then we kind of moved between a lot of places on Shell Road, but we stayed on Powelltown Parkway and Shell Road most of my whole life, Westwood Avenue, between
Right.
those areas. So I mean, but as growing up in Hampton, the whole Hampton. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethel, you got Rip Rap Road, you got Fox Hill.
Hmm.
It's so many parts of Hampton. Um, Hampton was like one of the places you go somewhere, they'd be like, where's Hampton?
Yeah.
Say something.
Exactly.
Where's Hampton? Like, moved to Raleigh, North Carolina. I've lived in Virgin Islands before. So I've lived in a couple of places. And I'm like, yeah, I'm from Hampton. They looking at me like, what's Hampton? But now Hampton has started to be on the map a lot. We
Mhm.
have Hampton University, just because we are the Virginia area, the Hampton Roads area, we have the military that's growing, the highways are growing. So it's so good to see the city where
Right.
I rooted, from my parents and my grandparents, to see it grow and see me be a part of that. It's amazing and it feels great. And I want to continue to be able to do things for our city. I do a
Yeah.
lot I don't talk about, because I'm just really big on anything I do. I don't feel like I always have to mention what I do. When I do good, just
Right.
do it. And in the city, to see our name, Hampton, Virginia, platted across a screen or anywhere, it's a privilege. It's a
Yeah.
privilege. And going forward, I'm going to always represent Hampton no matter what state or where I live at. I'm VA to the death of me. Even when I lived in Raleigh, I have to say this. Even when I lived in Raleigh, they call me VA. They say VA. They be like VA because everybody knows no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna represent Hampton, Virginia because that's where I'm from. So um I think looking at my hometown and watching it grow, even in redevelopment and homes, businesses, even the people, because it's a
Hmm.
lot of prominent people in Hampton, Virginia. It's a lot of
Yeah.
people that are from here. We have a lot of talent actually here. And so, with that being said, this cast is from Virginia. It's a
Right.
lot of talent. Music is involved in this. You have acting. You have so much involved in one show to market businesses. This is really big for Hampton. This is really big for Hampton because you don't really hear this often here. We hear it like in Richmond, or you go like up to Upper Virginia, but this is
Washington D.
big, and I'm looking forward to us having more of this in Hampton, Virginia. More filming, more things going on here. Because, like I said, Hampton is where it's at.
Yes, you said that right. Mhm.
And the performing arts is starting to really grow in this area. You're starting to see a lot more plays being promoted, a lot more concerts and stuff like that. For example, you have the Down and Gross Cultural Center in downtown Newport News, near Pearl Bailey Library. They're starting to have a lot more plays. Then there's a Peninsula Playhouse off Warwick Boulevard. There's a lot of plays, and I mean, I think half of us probably didn't know they were there. I mean, well, I think the three of us, know about Down and Gross, but I think they're
Right.
starting to bring the arts out a whole lot more. Where at one point in time, people were trying to say that the arts was not important whatsoever. And they were trying to do away with it completely. And I'm glad that there are a lot of creators, playwrights,
Right.
actors, actresses, singers that are able to say, no, we're not going anywhere. Music, storytelling, acting is very therapeutic to anyone that has gone through something. And I'm
Yes.
sure someone's music or artist has gotten you through good times, bad times, even the worst times, right? Now
Absolutely.
you guys are a part of being able to help Shatoya, who is the writer, director, and creator, tell that story. How do you guys view that?
You can go
Well,
ahead first.
okay. Well, I view that as excellence. You know, it takes a lot to be able to write a book or write a script and stick to that. That's excellence. Some of the biggest uh, producers, writers, directors in the world are born great. That's just what it is. And I look at it as a talent. Everybody doesn't have that talent, but the people that do have that talent, they take the other people, the smaller people that's around them, places. And so, with that being said, as she continue to be great, everybody around her is great.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
that's how.
about? Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, Chris. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. You can go ahead, my green. I didn't
Okay, well,
want to say
yeah,
that.
basically, you said basically what I was gonna say too. That was awesome what you said, and like I said, as me being my age, she is showing me that, I can go further myself. Um, and just by watching her and seeing how she doing her movie, I've been online doing some things I didn't do at first, reaching out, then people see about healthy stuff, things that for keep you healthy, and doing the scripts and stuff myself. Because I thought one time, oh, at my age, I'm just gonna sit here and just go until I live until I die. But now, being with her in her movie, I got a lot I got to be thankful for, and to keep on moving and doing something to make me positive in life also. So it's encouraging. It's very encouraging.
which leads to other opportunities. Like I said,
Right.
you know, like I said, age is just our numbers,
Right.
and we have the energy and we have the talent because you have the talent. You did amazing. You did amazing. So, as long as you have that ambition in yourself
Yeah.
to push forward, age doesn't matter. You keep going because you're doing an amazing job. And it also gives you opportunities for something later. You know, these roles are roles that other people and actors and directors later on might say, I love her. This is opportunities. People don't realize that. I've already had a few people reach out to me already about opportunities for an acting role, like in where was it, Detroit. And I'm just sitting back like I literally just started in this movie. I don't even have I don't even have a huge scene in this part. But going forward, I want to work or going forward. But these opportunities lead to people who, hey, I might need you in this and that. And you did so good. I definitely could see you playing in different roles, playing my green roles. That is you all day. It's you. And
Yeah.
it's you have that ambition.
Thank you
I
so
want to
much.
Mhm.
go forward and keep pushing because I'm rooting for you. And I can't wait. I'm hoping I have a scene with you so I could be loving on. I might need, you know what I mean? Satora, I know she gonna see this. I might need that where I'm a part of my green. Like, you know how I'm play so hard of a role. You
Mhm.
understand?
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Right.
me. And so therefore it's like I want to work with you too and be able to have the opportunity to say, hey, I had that time with her to be able to play a role with her because you did such a good job. So I'm looking forward to see if we're gonna interact with each other on the next season. And I hope I do. I really hope I do. Because I think,
But just don't mess with my green children. You're gonna be all right.
yeah,
And so the show now has been
and
on for a week and
are
one
gonna
day.
make so
Yeah.
I didn't hear you,
It's my,
Daryl.
oh yeah, it's my internet connection, so I'm sorry. The show has been on for a week and one day. We have over 7,000 views, probably over 400 watch hours. This is only going to grow. Are you excited about the overall growth of what has happened so far in this last week?
I'm
absolutely.
overexcited. I am overexcited. And I appreciate each and every one of the fans that have been watching the show and telling people about the show and liking the show. It's amazing. And I thank you. I thank all of them. I thank each and every one of the fans that has taken out, like I said, taken out your time to sit down and watch the movie, get into the movie. You know, I just thank everybody. It's like I said, it's a blessing. And I love y'all fans. I don't know y'all, but I just thank each and every one of y'all because one day y'all might come and say, hey, I might want to come and be a cast member too for Chatoya. We don't know how it's gonna work. Only God, I would put God in everything. So only God know. But I thank all y'all, each and every one of y'all. Like I say, the ones that haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna thank y'all ahead of time too. And I guarantee you when you watch it, you will love the show.
Yes. And I say the same thing. Honestly, it's the people. I mean, it's your
Mhm.
all the hard we all did hard work to make this happen. But the thing is that I thank the people that's looking at the movie, the shows, even sharing the videos or, telling others about it. We are nobody without the people. It's just like my business. I do it the same way. Anything we do, we ain't nobody without people helping us get
Mhm.
here. So I
Mhm.
am just so appreciative and I'm so excited about the show going forward and even how far we have gotten. I'm so excited. And I know Chatora is going to go so many more places. Like she's in a winning position. She's in a winning position. And like I said, she's put everybody in a winning position. I
Mhm.
am so excited about the award ceremony, but I want to tell the people thank you. Keep looking at us, keep viewing us, and we're looking forward to see the success that's coming forward because it's going fast, and I appreciate it. But Chatora, she gets all the credit for me. She gets all the credit because without her, none of this would be possible.
Yes.
And you know Shatoya hears everything you guys are saying, right?
Oh, okay. That's
I
okay.
mean,
That's
Shut up,
good.
no,
Chatora.
I'm just telling you. So she probably, I mean, I hope she's not ugly crying right now, but I know she appreciates both of you guys taking the time out of your busy schedules to work with her. If you see Shatoya's picture in the right beside mine on the
Hmm.
screen, she's actually in this with us. She's just silent right now. So
Okay.
just because I'm talking to just the two of you guys right now, but she's in here with me too. So I was supposed to show your clips. Shatoya sent me the clips kind of late, and every time you probably saw me jump out, it kind of messed me up. So I could not upload your clips in. So I wasn't able to upload your clips on time. But I will say that you are like on episode 5 or 6, Chris,
Yes.
and Blanche, you're like throughout the 6 episodes, correct?
Yes.
So so I did post a link. The link, I don't know if you guys can see my link going across the screen. That is the Vengeance
Yeah.
is Mine link. So to anyone who's watching, you guys can click, copy that link, paste it into your browser. So you can go ahead and watch all 6 episodes of Vengeance is Mine. We look forward to seeing what you guys have in store for season 2. I know it's going to be amazing. You guys are both amazing ladies, and I love you both. So thank you again. Thank you for joining me. We're gonna go ahead and end this live. I want you guys to stay with me, okay?
Okay,
So
thank you.
Facebook and
Thank you
YouTube.
also. And you
Thank
did
you.
an excellent job also, Daryl. We love
Thank you so
you.
much. I
Excellent
love you.
job. All right.
Thank. All right,
Yeah,
hold
thank
on.
you. All right. Mhm.